We were just a group of kids trying to make the most of a Friday night. No plans, no drama, just a party, some drinks, and a chance to blow off steam after a long week of school. I remember being excited when we arrived. My girlfriend, Liv, was by my side, laughing and holding my hand, and my best friend Theo was already a few drinks in when we got there, arms slung around his girlfriend Mia. The place was packed. Someone's older brother had left town for the weekend, and the house had been converted into a full-on party zone. Music was blasting, drinks were flowing, and everyone was vibing. It all fades after that. I know I was drinking. Maybe too much, too fast. I remember laughing too loudly, hugging people I barely knew, and then blackness. Nothing. Just flashes. People. Dancing. Theo yelling something, Liv disappearing upstairs. But that could be my mind trying to fill in the gaps. The truth is, I don't remember anything past maybe 11 p.m. They said I passed out on the couch, shoes still on, dead to the world. I didn't wake up until the next morning, confused, hungover, and alone in a room full of empty cups and strangers. That was the beginning of everything falling apart. At first, I didn't think anything was wrong. Liv was quiet when I texted her, which wasn't too weird. But she didn't answer my calls either. Then, at school, she actively avoided me. No eye contact. No hello. She moved around me like I didn't exist. I was confused, then worried. When I tried to talk to her, she shut down completely, just walked away. The only thing I could get out of her was a vague, "Ask your friend, he'll tell you how awesome the party was." It didn't feel awesome. Theo, though, he was all smiles. "Bro, you were gone, totally out," he said with a laugh when I asked what happened. "We had a wild night, legendary, man." That didn't help. It just made me feel worse. The way he said it, too casual, too rehearsed. Weeks passed and Liv still wouldn't talk about the party. I tried asking Mia, but she wouldn't say much. Either just said Liv was dealing with stuff. That was the first time I felt that sick feeling in my stomach. Like something had happened, and I was the only one who didn't know. 2 or 3 weeks later, Liv just stopped showing up to school altogether. I asked Mia where she was. She looked uncomfortable but said Liv had a dentist appointment and would be back soon. That made sense, I guess. But then a few days later, when Liv finally returned, I casually asked how the dentist went. She looked at me like I was speaking another language. Dentist? What dentist? That was when I knew something wasn't right. I confronted Mia. We were close once. Her and Theo, me and Liv, the 4 of us inseparable. I thought she'd tell me the truth. She hesitated, eyes flicking around like she didn't want to be overheard. Then she sighed and said, "She's pregnant." She went to the doctor to confirm it. My heart dropped. I didn't know what to say. I felt like my head was spinning. Pregnant. I didn't even remember having sex with Liv at the party. That night was a black hole. But Mia insisted it was my baby. Liv was sure of it, apparently, so I called Liv. My voice was shaking. "What the hell is going on, Liv? Why didn't you tell me?" She was quiet at first. Then she said, cold and defensive, "We had sex at the party. It's your fault for not using a condom." I froze. That couldn't be right. I passed out on the couch. People saw me there all night. I didn't move. I started asking around, hoping someone could confirm what really happened. And someone did. "I saw Liv and Theo kissing upstairs," a friend said, hesitant, "in the bedroom." I felt like I couldn't breathe. I confronted Liv again. She denied it at first. Then, when I told her someone saw them, everything changed. Her whole demeanor shifted. She broke down crying and finally admitted it. She and Theo had sex that night, but then she said something that chilled me to the bone. "He raped me." I didn't know what to think. My stomach was in knots. Liv was sobbing. I wanted to believe her. I did believe her. But then why had she said I was the father? Why lie about that? I called Theo. He didn't deny sleeping with Liv, but he did deny raping her. "She wanted it," he said. "She came on to me. You were out cold. I thought you guys were on a break or something. I didn't know who to believe. My best friend or my girlfriend. The two people I trusted most in the world. Over the next few weeks, the truth slowly came. Out. Liv ended up telling her parents, who got the police involved. There was an investigation. I wasn't a part of it. I wasn't a witness, and I couldn't remember anything anyway, but I heard bits and pieces. It wasn't just Liv who came forward. Other girls said Theo had crossed lines before. Things he'd done when they were drunk, or when they'd said no. Eventually, Theo was arrested. I never spoke to him again after that call. I didn't even go to the trial. I couldn't. The guilt, the betrayal, it was too much. Liv and I didn't last either. We tried for a while, but the trauma, the lies, the damage, it was too deep. We stopped talking not long after. I moved away. I didn't leave because of what happened, at least not directly. My family had planned the move for months, but it felt like a clean break from everything. A way to start over. A way to escape the nightmare that had become my life. I haven't spoken to any of them since. The last thing I heard, Theo got time. Actual jail time. Liv kept the baby, I think. Or maybe she didn't. I don't know. I never followed up. Sometimes I still think about that night, about how one party unraveled everything, about how easy it is to lose yourself when you trust the wrong people. I've learned not to let those memories consume me, but I don't forget. I can't. Because that night may be a blur in my memory, but its consequences are burned into my life forever.